And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Jackson. That is incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th. Read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Panthers come up now 1st and 10.
Gotta switch up your plays this time, huh, buddy?
Cam's going to run the option right. Stepping up, he'll try and run.
I know you
and
do.
From the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. 2nd and 6 just inside the 30. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Cam, option left. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass. But that's it.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
Oh, how you pick up the ball and it's a down? That's corny.
When
did they start that stupid shit?
On downs.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him.
No, sir.
Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the... Though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
Excuse me.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
36.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 81 yards. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Gano the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
You.
Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Curtis Samuel, 52 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything.
The feel of and imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Being chased out left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tim Williams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
20.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way. Yards there. A big play on 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Cam's going to run the option right. Pitches to McCaffrey. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton eluding the pressure right. Across his body, and it's
thought he was going to come in.
Come on, Newton. Jefferson. These guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's third down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So they decline it, as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Sliding it. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get it.
Yeah, I just unlocked the trophy. Let's go.
First down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Good catch.
Wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Cam's going to run the option right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Back to throw, Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is
what'd you say, Drew?
A touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Woo! Good toes in, boy. That's what I'm talking about. I like that. Keep them toes in.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Glad they finally added that shit to the game.
A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. That's going to be
in there.
caught at the 10-yard
Truck his little ass.
And
Let's
stopped
go,
a few
bro.
yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down.
Oh, that's touchdown, Cam. That's touchdown, Cam. That's touchdown, Cam.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Let's go, baby.
It's a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive, remember we talked with the offensive line, and one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Where you going? He ain't going nowhere.
25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure.
Oh, he did.
Right.
Let's go. He did.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun.
Do that. Oh, let's go. Good defense.
Almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's going deep for Brown.
Pick.
That is
So good
knocked
defense.
away and
Good
incomplete.
defense.
James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning
Good
this
blocking,
game.
boy. Good blocking.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
I threw that.
Down he goes.
I'm asleep. I threw that.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here's Newton. Completes it to Samuel.
Let's go, Samuel. Samuel.
Another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They were still throwing with a
thing is
comfortable
very
lead
ugly.
here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Jackson.
Yes.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
That's a big man right there.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. On third down, Mark Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he gets
Ooh, come on, give me a good hit stick.
Just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's what I wanted, a hitty.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Jackson on first down.
It's a pick. That's a pick. Ah!
Finds Roberts left side. And he takes this one down almost all
Hey,
the
Trey,
way
you see how they
to
changed that shit? And 19, that would have been a pick.
24 yards. Offense for them has been in a
I'm glad they changed it, though, to be honest with you.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson.
Oh, no, sir.
He'll throw.
No, sir.
Oh, he had 6
he caught
points
that?
in his hands there. Couldn't
Wow, what the
hang
fuck he do? Go through his
Second
body?
down.
Because he jumped up and intercepted that.
This defense was
It sure
definitely
did. He
alert to the
jumped up and
possibility
caught it
of the
over
deep
him.
ball,
Wow.
and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Gonna throw again.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Ooh, get him. Oh, he ain't getting away from. Oh, he got away from
And
Key.
he'll go down at the 28.
Wow, really?
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you
Mark Ingram out here playing beast mode, ain't he?
after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they'll try to convert.
Come on, Shaq. We need one. Oh, that's the game. That's game, baby.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the
Let
statement.
me
after
shake
the break.
one off
They
of me
pitched the
real
second
quick,
half
man.
shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The
Let's go,
adjustment, whatever they
baby.
did in the locker room,
I'm
it
3-0.
certainly worked.
It certainly
3-0,
did.
Trey.
You're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Damn, I tried to get Cam Newton this game with over 100 rushing yards, but did have 256 in passing. How much he had in rushing? Oh, only 23? That's because in passing. Went to my boy Curtis Samuel. Get smarty with it.